Hello friends. Today we are going to learn a new topic and that is plasma TV technology. So before starting the plasma TV technology, we should first understand what is plasma. So suppose if we heat some ice cubes, then we know that it will transform into water. If we further heat water, then it will be converted into gas molecules. But what happens if we heat it further more? The molecules and the atoms inside it break apart, releasing some of their electrons. When atoms disintegrate like this, they form positively charged particles called ions. The mixture of positively charged ions and negatively charged electrons in a plasma turns it into a kind of hot soup. It turns it into a kind of a hot fluid that will conduct electricity very easily. That's what we mean by plasma. So, before starting, we should have some basic outline of the plasma technology. Plasma TV is a television display technology in which each pixel of the screen is illuminated by a tiny bit of plasma, right? So, the basic idea of plasma display is to illuminate tiny colored fluorescent lights to form an image. Each pixel is made up of three fluorescent lights: red, green, and blue. Okay, plasma displays are generally considered offer better dark room viewing and wider viewing angles than LCDs. Like in LCDs, we are having some lesser viewing angles, while plasma TV provides this advantage over LCD TVs. Right, so now we should turn our journey over working of plasma display. So as we know that like CRT TV, the plasma display varies the intensities of different lights to produce a full range of colors, right? So as shown in the next figure, this is the schematic of plasma display. So as shown in this figure, two plates of gases are taken which contain millions of tiny cells filled with gases like xenon or neon. Electrodes are placed inside both of the glass plates in such a way that they are positioned in front and behind of each cell. Now when voltage is applied to the electrodes, they get charged and cause ionization of the gas inside the cell, resulting in plasma. This also includes the collision between the ions and electrons, resulting in emission of photon light, which is ultraviolet in nature. Right? So to obtain color, back of each cell is coated with phosphorus. When UV proton react with phosphorus, as we already studied in our past classes in chemistry, that whenever a UV ultraviolet photon react with phosphorus, it produces a colored light. So this way the plasma coating converts the invisible ultraviolet into visible red light or green or blue light, making the pixel light up as a single red cell, blue cell or green cell. Okay, so this was the basic idea about the working of plasma TV technology. Now we shall be talking about the pros and the cons of this technology, that is basically the advantages and disadvantages of plasma TV technology. So the first advantage is that it provides excellent brightness. We see that because plasma displays use directly lighting of phosphorus instead of backlighting systems in LCDs, they provide us excellent brightness, right? Then the second one comes as high resolution. This plasma TV displays, they provide better resolution and high resolution, which is at least of 720 pixels, or sometimes they also provide a resolution up to 1080 pixels than the LCD TVs, right? Then the next comes PC monitor cable. So most plasma displays can be plugged directly into the PC, right? So we are having this advantage that in fact we can use our plasma display, our plasma TV as a PC also. The next one is progressive by nature. So now you might be wondering, what is progressive by nature? So as we know that plasma systems don't use a scanning electron beam to create a picture. Instead, all the pixels on the screen are lit up simultaneously. So progressive video sources display progressively on the plasma system, right? So there won't be any chaos that why the video is why the video is displayed on the screen after some interval of time. Since all the plasma cells are lit up simultaneously, we can have this advantage in the plasma TV. And the last one, that a wide viewing angle. So as plasma displays a good picture even when we are sitting off axis, okay? So even if we are not sitting in just front of our plasma display, and if we are sitting at an angle, then also we are able to see the same picture on our display, right? So these were the advantages of plasma TV technology. Then now comes the cons or the disadvantages. So the first drawback of plasma display is susceptible to burn-in. So as we know that this system uses a phosphorus screen to display video, so it can fall victim to phosphorus burn-in. So if we are using plasma displays for a very longer period of time, so that what happens, whatever the phosphorus present at the back of the plasma cells, so that can cause burn-in problem. So because of that, plasma displays are having a shorter lifespan. Then the next come is not as high resolution as LCD TV. So these plasma TVs provide us a resolution which is greater than the normal CRT TV, but they are not as high resilient as the LCD ones. And the last one is the poor reproduction of black. So like LCDs, plasma displays have a hard time reproducing black. So black scenes end up being reproduced as shades of gray. So like whenever a scene of black comes on the display, so we won't be able to see a complete black screen, but we would be able to see some of the darker shades of gray. So if our eyes are not strong enough to identify the exact black color, then that would be okay, that darker shade of gray. But if our eyes are strong enough, then we would be having we can raise some voices of that black is not reproduced on the screen, instead darker gray shades are reproduced. Alright friends, so this was all about the plasma TV technology. Myself Prachi Mathpal, and my roll number is EC38, and this was all I wanted to present in my plasma TV technology presentation. Thank you.